Hi guys, so thank you for clicking on this video. I have a super exciting video planned that I had the idea about a week and a half ago, but Contemporary-a-thon was last week, so I couldn't do it last week, and I have been stalking some of my favorite booktubers. And what I'm going to do is I'm only going to read what someone else is currently reading, and maybe try to do some stuff like that booktuber for the day of when I'm reading this book. So it'll make sense when I start talking about them. I have 4 booktubers and I have looked at all of their currently reading on Goodreads. Now I religiously use Goodreads. Whenever I finish a book, I immediately go there and click if I'm reading something or not. If I finished it, put in my review. A lot of people don't do that, and so I don't know how accurate this is going to be. And so I'm going to go ahead and get to, well, I have 4. I'm definitely doing Chandler from Chandler Ainsley. She is my absolute favorite and I watch all of her videos, and she is currently reading like 8 different books. Cool. So let's see. She is reading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books according to Goodreads. So I had my choice of 9 books to read, and now there's one I really wanted to read. She's reading The Dugout by Megan Quinn, but there's something else I want to read more, and I don't know if she's actually currently reading this. I think I remember seeing her stories that she was like a week ago, but who knows if she's still reading it. But Chandler, it's on your Goodreads, so I can read it. I ordered it off of Amazon. Haven't even opened this yet. That was such a fail. How am I supposed to, because the tab is shorter than what they did. Okay, if I can get this open. I already have a plan of what I want to do when I'm done with this book. That's very Chandler. If you guys know, guess down below how I'm going to talk about this book to you guys once I'm done reading it. But the book is gorgeous and I'm very excited, and it's large. It is Serpent to Dove by Shelby Maherin. I don't know how to pronounce that last name, but this is a gorgeous book, and it's the first one in a while from Amazon that has come in really good condition, and it is a fantasy romance, and that's all I know. But according to Chandler's Goodreads, she is currently reading it, so I am allowed to read it right now. So Chandler, I hope you're enjoying your book. Let's hope I enjoy it too. And I'm very excited. So I'm going to start reading this probably tomorrow, because today is actually the last day of Contemporary-a-thon. So I just wanted to go ahead and talk about it now. And I'm super nervous that I'm going to get a book and the person I'm reading it for is going to finish it before I have the chance to start it. So we'll see. We'll see what I do. So the other 3 booktubers I'm hoping to stalk and mimic, because I want to live their lives, you know, are Kayla from Books and Lala. She's pretty much the queen of these fun videos, so I'm going to stalk her. I already did stalk her, but she is currently reading something that she put on Goodreads on the 23rd, so I have a feeling she might be finishing it soon, so I'm going to wait on that. Though I did look it up on Amazon, and if I buy it, it'll come tomorrow, but I don't want Chandler to finish this before I have the chance to read it, so I'm going to read this first, and hopefully she doesn't. Kayla maybe still reads that. If it's there, we'll see how far I get of this. But if it's there, probably in like 2 days, I'll go ahead and order that, because it is next day shipping on Amazon. I did try looking at it for my library, but it's a new release. It's a thriller, and it's like a 40-person waiting list, and I don't have time to wait for that. And it's also on Overdrive, the library, but there's a huge wait list on there too. So yeah, I'm trying to use my library, but I can't. So we'll see. I am concerned that people are reading arcs, but hopefully they won't. The next person is one of my favorite romance channels. That's Riley from Riley Marie Reads. She's amazing. And right now, she started it on the 8th, so I don't know if she's finished it yet. I feel really weird stalking these people, because I'm like looking at when they started reading a book, seeing if they finished it or not. But Riley's currently reading American Royals, which I already own. I've sent this from Penguin, so that's awesome. And so if she's still reading this when I'm done with this, I totally want to read this next. I love Riley so much. I just had to put a bunch of pink in my videos and put my dogs in my videos, because that's what she does. She has all of her pink fluffy pillows and fluffy blankets. She has Loki always in the background, so when I talk about her book, I'm going to definitely have my pups in the background to try to be like Riley. And so those are 3 of them, and then I also want to see what Chelsea from Chelsea Darling Reads is currently reading. She's a reading machine though, so right now she is reading Permanent Record by Mary H.K. Choi, which I do own, but I feel like by the time I get to Chelsea's book, she's gonna have finished that and read something else, and I'm concerned because Chelsea reads a ton of arcs, So I may have to skip Chelsea. We'll see what she's reading. So that's my plan. I'm super excited for this week. I'm so excited to just stalk my favorite people and see what they're doing currently and what they're reading and read what they're reading. So we'll see how this goes. I've never done this kind of vlog before. Definitely inspired by Kayla on a fun reading vlog for a week. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm on Chelsea's Goodreads, we're friends, and I scroll down and she is now currently reading The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. I own that book. She's still currently reading Permanent Record. I don't know if she finished it or not. I think she did though. I think her vlog, because I watched her vlog too, taking this stalking up to the next level. She did finish Permanent Record, but she just 5 hours ago said she's reading Turn of the Key. Guess what I own? The Turn of the Key. And so I don't know if I want to make this my, oh hi Lily. I don't know if I want to do this as my next read. That dang ball, it's gonna happen in every single reading vlog. But I don't, it's a thriller, so I don't know if Chelsea is going to read it quickly so I can finish this book, which Chandler's currently reading. I'm about 50 pages in now. I can finish that. If she's still reading Turn of the Key, that's what I'm gonna read. So I can read it with Chelsea and she doesn't even know it. So I'm super excited when I saw that. I just checked Kayla, Books and Lala's Goodreads, and she finished that thriller. So I'm glad I didn't order it because by the time I got here, she would have been done. Gotta slow down there, Kayla. But she hasn't put anything new and she still has the third Raven Boys book on her currently reading, even though I'm pretty sure she already finished that because they already had the fourth Raven Boys live show. So maybe I will stalk her and see if she has a live soon on Instagram. I'll see if she's posted on Instagram recently about what she's reading, but I'll probably worry about her later because right now I'm reading Chandler's book, which I don't even know if Chandler's reading it because she didn't even mention it in her wrap up. She just mentioned the 2 that she was reading, which I already knew she was reading. She was like 8 on her currently reading, so this counts. I'm enjoying it so far. It's a little bit slow to get into because there's a lot of world building that I didn't get to begin with, so we'll see if I continue to enjoy it or not. There's a lot of witches going on and it definitely reads like new adult. Like she's already talked about some situations that she's been in that are more mature, so I definitely would consider this new adult so far. I haven't gotten to any explicit scenes yet, but there hasn't really been a romance yet. Do you need something? But if I finish this within the next couple days, I can start this, as I don't know if Chelsea will speed read through this. She is a super fast reader. She just put this on her currently reading today, and I was gonna do it for Spookathon, but hey, it's already October tomorrow, so I can start reading this and hopefully she doesn't finish it. So Chelsea, don't read this too fast. Take at least 2 days to read this and I'll read it with you, even though you don't know. Hi guys, so the sun's going down, so I need to film this really quickly, even though it's only 6:45. I don't know why the sun's going down, but I was scrolling through Twitter and Chelsea finished this book in a day. I don't know how she reads so fast. I know she was listening to the audio and I think she can listen to audio at work, so this book is out. Chelsea, stop reading so fast. Then I have post notifications put on for Kayla from Books and Lala, and she picked up an arc, which comes out next week. So I can't read that either. So I'm gonna have to wait and see. Hopefully Kayla reads a little quickly so I can read what she reads next. Because hopefully she picks up something next that I can read as well. We'll see. So far I'm really screwed by everybody. But Riley is still reading The Whisper Man. So I messaged her on Instagram a little sneakily. So I asked her, how far are you in? Do you like it? I was thinking of getting it for October because it sounded good, but I wasn't sure if I'd like it. And she has not responded yet. I don't know when she'll be back on Instagram. And if she'll respond to me. But hopefully she'll say, oh, I'm only like 50 pages in and it's good so far. So that I can buy it and read it. Because guess what? Chelsea's reading it right now too. But Chelsea's probably going to finish it within the next day. So I don't know if I should just go ahead and order it now so I have it in time to read it in 2 days. But then what if Riley finishes it and then I'll be really annoyed. Because it's not something I would have picked up on my own. It's like a thriller about a guy who lures children out by whispering to them. That sounds terrifying, but it's a thriller, so I do want to read it, possibly. So I want to read more thrillers this month. That's why I was so excited to read this, but Chelsea had to finish it before I even had the chance to pick it up. Chelsea, really annoyed with how fast you read. But she is currently reading The Whisper Man, so I feel like I could count it because 2 of them were actually reading it when I was looking to build my TBR. So I might just order it tonight. It's only $13. It's normally $26. So we'll see, because Kayla is reading, I looked it up, but it doesn't come out until tomorrow, The Grace Years, which I've never even heard of that, but her picture is really pretty that she posted, so yeah. And Chandler is like not even reading this right now, I'm pretty sure. That is just what they're currently reading, even though she's not reading it because she's reading Wayward Son and a Megan Quinn book, and she's reading Gossip Girl. So I don't know if she's doing like a video of her favorite books from high school or books from middle school. I don't know, because she read Private by Kate Bryan, which I loved when I was in high school, so maybe she's doing a secret video like that. We'll see. So, little Miss Darcy Doo wanted in my lap. Oh, she just laid down. Lily's licking my foot right now, so we need to stop that. I am 360 pages into this book. It is Serpent and Dove. It is the book that is currently on Chandler's currently reading list. I don't know if she is actually reading it right now, but it's on her currently reading on Goodreads. Miss Darcy Baby, so pretty. It's pretty good. It's definitely very romance heavy, so it's pretty much centers around the romance between our main character, who, I didn't even read the synopsis, so I don't know what's a spoiler. So she has to marry someone, and it's their marriage, and there are witches, and that's all I can say. I'll have to read the synopsis to see what I can say, but it's pretty good. It's like a 4-star read, I think, so far. I'm not a huge fan of the main character, Lou. She like breaks all the rules and does what she wants, so yeah, and she's vulgar, even though it's like kind of feels like it's like the 1800s time. So yeah, well, I'll keep on reading with my puppy and my other puppy. Oh, she finally stopped licking my foot. Miss Lily and Miss Darcy. Hi guys, so it's Thursday. I've had quite the busy week. Yesterday I was at school from 6:30 a.m. I left my house and got to school around 7, and then didn't leave school until 7:30 and got home at 8 p.m. So it was a 12-hour day for me yesterday. There was the homecoming carnival where we were selling stuff for yearbooks, so I'm one of the yearbook advisors, so I had to stay there, and I didn't get to read like anything yesterday, but I only have 100 pages left of Serpent and Dove, and then my next book came in. So you know how every time these stupid tabs don't work, I messaged Riley and I was like, hey, how's the book going? How far are you? Do you like it? I was thinking of reading it this month. So she messaged me back saying she's only 50 pages in and that she really likes it so far, and that it's, ooh, it's like a glossy cover. Let me pull up my message. She said, I'm only 50 pages in so far, but I'm loving it. It's super creepy. So guess what, Riley? I'm reading this book with you. So I just got it in the mail yesterday. It was literally 1-day shipping on Amazon, and it was $13. So it's half price based on the hardback price. I checked everywhere else. It's not in my library. It's not in. Everyone's reading it right now. And I could have ordered it for Book of the Month, but that I didn't think was going to come in time because it is one of their backlist titles. So I'm going to read it starting maybe tonight. I'm going to finish Serpent and Dove and maybe start this tonight so I can read with Riley, and we'll see how it goes. She doesn't know yet though. So she reads a little slower than Chelsea. Chelsea's already on The Death of Mrs. Westaway by Ruth Ware, and my library has the audiobook for that, but it's 14 hours long. I normally listen to like 10-11-hour audiobooks, not 14-hour long audiobooks, and by the time I even start it, Chelsea's probably gonna be done, and I don't listen to audiobooks like super fast because I don't have a lot of time to listen to the audio, so I typically take about a week to listen to an audio. So I'm not going to get that done, so I'm going to just wait and see what she reads next. So Chelsea, hurry that up, please. When I want her to read fast, she doesn't. And then when I want her to slow down, she doesn't. Chelsea just does whatever she wants to do. So I do have my second book picked out though, which is exciting. And then Kayla from Books and Lala, oh my gosh, she started The Deal by Elle Kennedy. What are the chances that she's reading a romance right now when I'm trying to read the same thing that she's reading? But I've already read that book. So I didn't know if I should reread it. I looked for it on audio. Nobody has it on audio that I could read it on. I don't have Scribd anymore, so it might have been on Scribd. I could read the ebook. I don't know if I own the ebook. But with my luck, I'll download it and she'll finish it already. Oh, the ebook's free right now. Look at that. Because I would like to reread this book at some point. And I think it's hilarious that when I want to read with Kayla, when I want to stalk her and figure out what she's reading so I can read it too, she's reading a romance, which is very exciting. She already finished the arc she was reading, but she said she started it yesterday, and I feel like I won't be able to get to that one until Saturday because she's doing a hockey themed readathon, so that's why she's reading The Deal. And her video was hilarious when she was explaining that she was reading it because she doesn't ever read that kind of book. But Kayla, welcome to the romance world. I'm very happy you're joining us here. So I might read that. We'll see. That would be fun to reread that. So if she's still reading it by tomorrow, I might pick that up to read at the gym on Saturday. I have a lot of reading to this weekend. I want to get through all of these this weekend, but it's taking me forever. Why did I pick this 500-page book, Chandler? It's all your fault that I'm reading a 500-page book to start this vlog out. So, this one's pretty short. This one's only 350 pages. So, I just know a man murders children and whispers in their windows for them to come out. And then he was caught, and it's like 20 years later, and someone's doing the same thing. So, yeah. I'll read this next, but I'm going to go off and read Serpent and Dove. And maybe get some Chick-fil-A this weekend and talk to you in my car. Hi everybody, it is Friday and I have finished one book so far, and that is Serpent and Dove. I will let you guys know tomorrow because I have a little trip planned so I can talk to you in my car about the book. You probably know what I'm gonna do, but book is down for Chandler, and I have The Whisper Man, and I'm terrified to read this. I am a scaredy cat. I don't like scary movies, and I've only read thrillers that aren't scary. So like Final Girls by Riley Sager wasn't scary. I don't know if I read any other thrillers, but I don't like being scared. So I finished Serpent and Dove last night at like 9:30, and I was like, am I really gonna start a thriller about someone being a serial killer by whispering to people at night? No. So I just decided to go ahead and buddy read with Kayla from Books and Lala, without her knowing, The Deal by Elle Kennedy. So I'm pretty sure she's still reading it. She hasn't posted any updates recently. She did not respond to my tweet. So I'm assuming she's still reading it. She does not actually update her Goodreads either. So she still says she's reading the third Raven Boys book, which I know she's already finished, I think. I've been stalking her Instagram. She hasn't been posting, so she might be busy, but I know she's doing the hockey readathon. I forget what it's called, and I have no interest in reading the other two books on that TBR she has, and I'm pretty sure at least one of them is an arc. So I think for this weekend, this is the best chance I'm going to get to read what she's reading currently. So I've decided to give The Deal a reread. It's free on Kindle, and I need a book to read at the gym. I do own it in paperback, but I don't like reading two paperbacks at once, so I'm reading this in paperback, and I'm going to read this on my Kindle. And so I'm going to start The Whisper Man tonight. My sister leaves in like 30 minutes for work, so I'm terrified to be home alone reading this, but we'll see how I do because Riley is still currently reading this. And yeah, I have my 3, and then we'll see. Chelsea just finished The Death of Mrs. Westway, I think it's the title, and she hasn't put anything else that she's currently reading. So we'll see what Chelsea's reading plans are this weekend, and if I end up reading that too. So I had to turn on more lights and turn the TV on because this book is freaking me out in a good way. So I'm enjoying it. It kind of reminds me of Silence of the Lambs-ish because I really like that movie. It's just like they're interviewing the old Whisper Man now. So these puppies are joining me though. They're so cute. It's Lily moving Lil. Yeah, so of course the ball. I'm 80 pages in and I'm scared. So lights are on, TV's on, puppies are with me. We'll see how far I get tonight. Well, I am going to Chick-fil-A right now. Haven't been there in like 15 years. I was like 8 the last time I was at a Chick-fil-A. So they're taking forever. The line to get to the order was not that long, but they deceive you because there's space for like 7 cars from the order part to picking up your order. So we'll see how I like this. I gotta go find a place to park and talk to you guys because I have to talk about the book that I chose because Chandler's reading it. So of course I have to get Chick-fil-A and sit in a parking lot and talk to you. I don't know how she just like sits in a parking lot and talks to the camera because I don't know where to go, and we'll see how this goes. All right, I don't know how this lighting is. I don't know how anything is, but I just pulled into a Sam's Club parking lot because it's right next to the Chick-fil-A. So, and my battery decided to die right now. So that's lovely, but I am talking to you in my car. Don't know how this lighting is gonna work. Don't know if it's even like focusing on my face, but I'm wearing my new $10 Walmart quarter zip, and I'm obsessed because it's finally 50 degrees out. But I finished Serpent and Dove. I can't even hold it like up. I feel like people are gonna be like watching me talking to a camera. I finished Serpent and Dove. Now I know why Chandler doesn't bring I can't even talk and eat at the same time like she does. She doesn't bring books with her. Not what I thought they taste like. They're okay. Never done a mukbang before either, where I eat and talk to you guys, but here we are. Styrofoam cup. Anyways, I finally finished Serpent and Dove. Gave it like 4.5 out of 5 stars. The ending really almost made me give it a 5-star, but I ended up giving it I ended up giving it 4.5 because our main character is annoying. So I got the little chicken nuggets. Should have gotten the 12 count. I got the 8 count. They're tiny. Hot. It's actually pretty good. I don't know what people normally get at Chick-fil-A, but I don't think I ever see Chandler eating the food except for the fries. Does she only get fries? I don't know. And I don't know if this is even late enough for you guys to see me, but back to the book. It was good. I really didn't like our main character in the beginning. She was very much like, I do what I want, and I don't care what you say, I'll break all the rules because I can kind of girl, and I don't like the bad girl trope. I don't know why, it just bothers me a lot, so I wasn't a huge fan of her. This is definitely new adult though. I would not give this to my teenagers in my classroom to read. I mean, sure, they can read it on their own. I'm not gonna force them like not to read something, but I can't myself hand them this. There were some explicit scenes, and I feel like they were older because she married him. You guys, my camera died. While I was in the parking lot trying to eat my Chick-fil-A like Chandler, my camera died. And this is a new camera for me, so I've only been using it for about 2 weeks now. And my Canon Rebel T6i, if the battery light flashes, I typically have like at least 10 minutes. I have filmed like 15 minutes on a low battery warning before, and it's been completely fine. My Canon T6i has never died on me before, so this one literally started flashing at me and died within 2 minutes. So little do I know now that when the battery's low on this camera, I have to charge it immediately. So I finished my Chick-fil-A at home. I just left the parking lot because I didn't want to keep on sitting there eating food, and it was okay. The fries got cold really fast, and they weren't like crisp, they were very soft fries, but it was good to know what it feels like to be Chandler for maybe 3 minutes and before my camera died. But I was in the middle of talking about Serpent and Dove. Sorry, my dresses hang there when they're ready to be put away, and I haven't put them away yet. So those are going to be gone in the next clip. But Serpent and Dove, I was saying that it is not YA. Definitely knew it all, and I didn't like the main character that much, but the ending was so good, and I love the marriage of convenience. So like they had to be married and be around each other, and then we're falling for each other, and I really loved the guy, Reed, very much, and the ending was crazy. So that ending really did something for me, made it more of a 4.5 instead of just a 4-star read, but it was really good, and it was fun kind of reading with Chandler, even though I'm pretty sure she's not even reading this book right now, but according to her Goodreads it is, so I can read it. I believe Riley has not finished this yet, but I am only 100 pages left in The Whisper Man, and I am really liking this so far. I had to turn the TV on last night because I was getting scared, and then I fell asleep. So I have about 100 pages left, and I really want to know like what's going on and what the answers to all these things are going to be. So yeah, I'm kind of scared because like something is being like creepy, and the boy is like, something bad's gonna happen, and so we'll see what actually ends up happening. I'm really enjoying this, so I'm glad Riley's reading it right now, and it kind of pushed me to read something out of my comfort zone, and more thrillers. So it's putting me in the mood for more thrillers. So for Spookathon next week, I'm definitely excited for that. So I'm reading this, and with Kayla for Books and Lala, I'm still reading The Deal by Hal Kennedy. I'm about 25% in, and I don't remember like anything that happens in that book, so I'm very excited that I'm rereading it. I think I read it last in like 2013. I don't remember when it came out. I do know I read it a long time ago. I've been stalking Chelsea still. She's moving, so she has a lot of a lot of stuff going on. But she just posted on Twitter a poll of what audiobook she should listen to next, and the one that's winning is Stephen Chbosky's new book that's 700 pages according to Goodreads. And she's listening to the audio of a new book again, which I'm pretty sure she's using Scribd for that because I can't find it anywhere. And I don't really want to read that book. So, okay. So I read this book in 2015, I believe. Possibly 2016. So 3 to 4 years ago was the last time I read The Deal. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to read with Chelsea if she keeps on going like this. So we'll see tomorrow if I figure out what Chelsea's reading and can read it immediately. Once I finish The Deal and The Whisper Man, tomorrow is all dedicated to my last book to read that someone else is reading. Who knows what it's going to be, if I'm going to have to do Chelsea, if I'm going to have to find someone else who's reading something accessible and isn't reading it ridiculously fast, Chelsea. I love Chelsea so much, but like, dang, she's got to slow down so I can keep up because I cannot read a book a day. At my job, if I sat at my desk listening to audiobooks, I'd be fired because my kids would be like, what are you doing? You're not teaching us. So, I'm jealous of people because I know a lot of people who can actually listen to their audiobooks at their work, which I think is really cool, but with my job, I can't. So yeah, that's my update so far. And I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, I'm gonna do my best not to get the glare on my glasses, but we're gonna pretend that Miss Darcy over there's Loki because I finished reading my Riley book, and Loki's always in all the backgrounds of Riley's videos because he's adorable. That's her dog, and my dogs are always in my videos, so let's pretend little Miss Darcy, who's just sleeping back there. We see her. She's so cute, isn't she? Lily was barking outside and making me mad, and she just brought me her ball. Of course. Is anybody really surprised? We're gonna ignore Lily, but I finished The Whisper Man, and Riley did too today, so great buddy reading there, Riley. This is a suspense thriller kind of mystery. I don't know what genre this falls under, but I think I told you guys the premise. The guy whispers and kills the children, and he was caught 20 years ago, and now he's back even though he's in jail. So they have to figure out who it is, and it got really short chapters. Hi Lily, she just licked my hand. It has really short chapters, which I actually liked a lot because it made it go by really fast, and it was scary. I was scared sometimes. It did alternate points of view, so it was first person from the dad of a child, and they moved to this town where the disappearances are happening. And we have third person of the murderer, of the child, of the police detective from the past who was in the original mystery, and then the new police detective, and yeah. So I really liked all that, but the ending, I was just like, okay. Like, something happened, I was like, oh, that makes sense, okay. Something else happened, oh, that makes sense, okay. There was nothing that was like, oh my god, mind blown about. It was just like, oh yeah, okay. So I think I'd give this like a 3.5 star maybe. I wasn't like that impressed with it. I don't know. Miss Lily, what are you doing? I don't know. Like, I agree with Riley on the kind of the 4 star. It's more of a low 4, so like a high 3 to me, because it was really good, and then nothing surprised me at the end. And I feel like with a thriller, the ending should surprise you at least a little bit. Like, you didn't, oops, sorry, I need to get Miss Darcy in my shot. Like, something should be shocking. So yeah, 3.5, 4 star with Riley's book, and then I already read Chandler's, and I am currently almost 30% into The Deal, which I'll read some more. And now I really want to read, so Chelsea I'm just giving up on. Sorry Chelsea, you're too hard to stalk and try to figure out what you're reading and read it in time. So I do believe she just started a graphic novel maybe, so I'm not interested in that. But Melanie from Mouse to Any, hey Melanie, she's currently reading Get a Life, Chloe Brown. Now, she was reading it in Contemporary-thon, so I went back and rewatched days 5, 6, and 7 of her Contemporary-thon. I skipped through, tried to find when she talked about the book. She never finished it. She read like 50 pages one day, and then I think she stopped talking about it. So I don't know if she's still reading it or not, so I messaged her and asked her how she was liking it, and we'll see if she messages me back. If she's still reading it, that's what I'm gonna read tomorrow, and that'll be my 4th book of this vlog series. So Melanie, please don't read too fast and tell me you're still reading Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I would love you forever so that I can read it with you, secretly of course. And yeah, hi guys. I can't open my mouth. My face mask, I need to go wash it off. Got my little unicorn headband here. But I thought this was very appropriate because guess what? Melanie Instagram messaged me back. So I am channeling my inner Melanie right now because she always shows herself in face masks, so why not do it? And she said she's only 33% into Chloe Brown, Get a Life Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert, so guess what I get to read tomorrow? I'm so pumped. So because Melanie's still currently reading it, her Goodreads is up to date. I get to read it too. So I'm trying to channel all the people that I am stalking right now, so I'm emulating Miss Melanie from Mel to the Any by wearing a face mask in front of my camera, which is so hard now. I'm gonna go wash this off, finish the deal tonight, and then go read Get a Life Chloe Brown tomorrow because Melanie is reading it. Hey guys, so it is Sunday night. I'm in my bedroom because Kayla always films in her room. So this is me in here in my room. My mirror's behind me because Kayla's mirror's always behind her when she films in her bedroom. And my lighting's not too great. It's 7:30 I think, so there's no natural light like Kayla always has in her videos. But I finished The Deal by Elle Kennedy, and guys, it's been years since I've read this. I think I said it's been 3 years since I've read this. I don't remember anything about the plot other than that Garrett helps her date because she likes the football player in their class and he needs a good grade on his exam. So he asks Hannah for help, and then they kind of fake date so that she can get the football player's attention. So it was so good. I'm really scared because like it's kind of cheesy at times, and I don't think Kayla's gonna like it. But you never know. Maybe she loved it. She hasn't posted any updates, so I don't know. We'll see. And can I just say, I totally called that Chandler was reading books from her childhood because I mentioned she was reading Gossip Girl, and I know she read Private. She just posted her video of reading 2000 Mean Girl books. So totally called that video because Chandler, I was stalking you at the time, so that's why. But I don't think, let me check and see if Kayla has posted anything lately. I don't think she has. Typically she has a lot of her updates on Twitter, and she hasn't been posting anything on Twitter. So Instagram either. I don't know what she's gonna think about this book, but I'm giving it 5 stars again. I loved it. I do think that the conflict at the end is kind of annoying because it's like someone else trying to sabotage their relationship, which I hate as a conflict in books. So it's just annoying to me. I'm like, why are people so annoying? But I still really loved it. It just gave me all the feels, and seeing all the other characters, and I just really want to reread this whole series. But the newest book in the spinoff comes out tomorrow, so it's getting me in that kind of mood, and I'm really excited for that book because I completely forgot to sign up for the ARC. I think because that didn't show up at all, and everyone's getting it and I never got it. So I'm pretty sure I forgot to sign up for the ARC, which happens. I always forget. There's so many books coming out, I forget. So Kayla, I hope you liked it. It was fun reading with you, even though you didn't update anything about this book. Nothing. I even like posted saying, oh, I think I said this on Twitter. I was like, I wonder how Kayla's romance journey's going, and like she didn't respond. So I have no idea, but I did start Get a Life Chloe Brown, and I'm about 150 pages in now. It's downstairs though, so I'm not gonna go get it. And I don't know how to film like Melanie because she's always in the dark on her bed, and I cannot get this in the dark at all because I don't have a ring light. I don't have any lighting other than my lights in my rooms. So I typically use natural lighting. I don't know how to film like Melanie. I did do it with a face mask, so maybe I'll do another face mask. I don't take baths, and I know she loves bath bombs, so I don't know what to do to be like Melanie. But it's taking me a little bit to get into the writing style. I don't know if Talia Hibbert is British, but her book is British, and the writing took me a little bit to get used to. I was reading it really slowly, and I felt just like very awkward and clunky, but that was me. So now I'm getting into it and I like it, and it's really fun and adorable, and I love how we have a main character who has fibromyalgia, so she has chronic pain and she talks about it all the time because it's a constant thing in her life. So I like that, and how like he takes that into stride as he's helping her complete her list. So they're just getting to the good parts. I'm 150 pages in, I about have 200 left, so I am hoping to finish it by tomorrow. I have tonight to read, so yeah, and then hopefully we'll get this up this week. Hi guys, Miss Lily. I'll get to you in a second, sweetie. She wants her ball thrown everywhere. But I have about 100 pages left, excuse you, of Get a Life Chloe Brown, and it's super cute. I really just like how just adorable it is. If you like adorable romances, you will probably love this. And it does a really, in my opinion, from my experience, a really good job of discussing fibromyalgia and chronic illness. I don't suffer that myself, but I feel like it's a very prominent thing in this character's life, and she talks about it a lot, but not to the annoying extent because it's just literally a daily occurrence for her, and discusses how it's affected her life and her relationships, and he is so understanding and just so adorable about it. I love Red so much, and I love the quirkiness of the British writing and everything. It just reads very much like a British book, which I love. So I'll continue reading this. I'll probably finish it today and close this out tomorrow and post this soon so you guys can watch me stalk some of my favorite people. Hey guys, so I officially finished Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. This book, like I said in my last update, it had such good representation of someone with a chronic illness. She is a fat main character, and she is mixed race. I don't remember exactly what race she was. So it's an interracial couple with a mixed woman and a white man. I don't remember if he's like Irish or something. I don't remember his ethnicity. I don't know if they touched on that, but I loved just like their banter and how adorable they were together and all the things that they did together to complete her list. And now the ending was like a little bit of annoying of the conflict trope that the author chose to use, which is like a common conflict in romances that is kind of obvious based on the premise of this book that I kind of wish she didn't do, but it didn't get dragged out, which I really liked, because a lot of times they like really drag out things, but like they acknowledged certain things. I can't give anything away, but it was very, very cute. If you love British romances, like British rom-coms, you're gonna love this. It is just so adorably British. If you like British rom-coms, you know what I mean. Just like, it's just British. I don't know how to describe it. I loved it. I love British rom-coms, so like this is so adorable. I loved Chloe. I loved her sisters. I love how close she is with her family and how her sisters were such a big part of her life, and how one of her sisters gets the next book, and I'm so excited. And even Red was really close with his mom. He's a mama's boy. He's such a good boy. He's so fun and adorable and just a nice guy, which I really liked, aside from the fact that him and Chloe hated each other in the beginning. So 5 out of 5 stars. Really love this. I don't think Melanie has finished this yet, so we'll just have to see. Let me double check to see if she's finished. So according to Goodreads, Melanie is still reading this, so I know she was currently reading it because she had messaged me back saying she was about 30% into it when I started. So we'll see if Melanie finishes and if she likes it. But that is the conclusion to my Stalking My Favorite Booktubers challenge vlog idea. I had a lot of fun. I read Serpent and Dove, gave it 4 out of 5 stars. This is what Chandler had on her currently reading shelf on Goodreads. Who knows if she's actually reading it right now, but she hasn't finished it according to Goodreads. Then I read The Whisper Man, which is what Riley was reading. She gave it a 4 star. I gave it like a 3.5 star. So pretty similar opinions about this one. Thriller. It was alright. And I tried reading something that Chelsea was reading, but she is just a reading machine and I can't keep up with her and get the new releases that she was getting. So sorry Chelsea, you're too hard to stalk and buddy read secretly with. But then I read The Deal by Elle Kennedy because Kayla from Books and Lala was starting this for her hockey readathon, and I don't think that Kayla ever finished this or marked it even as to read on her Goodreads. I just knew she was reading it because she posted about it on Instagram. We'll see what she thinks about this, but this was a very fun reread for me because I hadn't read this in like 3 or 4 years. Very excited that I got to go back into this because it's so good and a good variety of genre. So I was kind of taken out of my genre comfort zone with this. And then I read Get a Life, Chloe Brown because Melanie from Mel to Any was reading this as well, and she hasn't finished this either, but I know she was enjoying it so far. So 4 books, 5 booktubers, kind of failed at one of them, but that's okay. I got a variety of genres that really took me out of my comfort zone, ranging from 3 to 5, so it wasn't too bad. I had fun. Let me know down below if you want me to do this again or if you like this idea. As Lily comes in and says goodbye to everybody. Look at how cute this puppy is. Oh. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.